Alright, so Nintendo just dropped a new update for Mario Kart World. It is version 1.1.2, and the update makes it where selecting random on the track selection and worldwide no longer guarantees a regular race with 3 laps around the course. So basically now, when you hit random, there is a chance of pulling either A 3-lap race like before, or B, an intermission track. Yeah, people aren't happy about this. Overall, this change was basically seen as a blind side to the community, because as a community, we have came together to make our voices heard that we don't want to race intermission tracks over and over again online. And what did we get for that? We got a big slap in the face from Nintendo saying, hey, you're going to play these tracks regardless. In my opinion, this is a severe oversight by Nintendo because people are just going to simply not play worldwides anymore. There are plenty of other ways to play Mario Kart World where you get a 3-lap race, and the most popular one right now is playing competitive lounge. Playing lounge, you play against 11 other players, making it a 12-player race, not a 24-player race. And each player gets to vote on any of the 3-lap tracks in the entire game. I'm really hoping Nintendo can see the mistake that they're making with this update and fix it, because there's plenty of ways that they can fix it. If they really want to keep the regular worldwides to be intermissions included with that, then that is fine, but they should make a classic mode or something of the sorts where it can be a regular race with 3 laps. I love the fact that Nintendo tried something new with the whole open world thing. I think the open world aspect of it is phenomenal. And I don't even hate the thought or idea of intermission. I just don't think they should be shoved down our throats at all times. I think there should be a balance, and there should be where you can pick between one or the other. Worldwides were actually a lot of fun before the update came out. I have been grinding them for a few days. I hit around a little over 6k VR, which isn't incredibly high, but I mean, from 3k, I mean, I came quite far with that. But ever since the update came out, I mean, minus testing purposes, because I wanted to test the probability, and I'm still going to continue testing it, of whether or not you're going to get an intermission or a regular track on intermissions. I have no will to play worldwides anymore. I know there's some people out there who enjoy the intermission tracks, and I see that, and I respect it too. Everyone has a right to their opinion, and I don't think there's any wrong opinions. And I'm definitely not saying that they should get rid of intermissions. I just think they need to not shove it down our throats and make it where both kinds of players can be happy. One of my biggest issues with the intermission tracks is that it's just way harder to utilize the techniques and shortcuts and stuff you practice in time trials. Because let's just say, for a good example for me, I play a lot of Shy Guy Bazaar on time trials. I'm trying to get my time closer and closer to the world record. Let's say in a worldwide, I want to utilize all the shortcuts and all that, the tricks I've learned from time trialing. Well, now I have one chance. If I get an intermission track, I have to go through 2 to 3 stages of driving on a highway, borderline in a straight line, and then when I get to Shy Guy Bazaar, I have one chance to pull off the shortcuts and stuff, and if I fail, the race is pretty much over. One thing I really dislike about the intermission tracks too is it is almost required to bag. And for those of you who don't know, bagging is staying in the back of the race. You get your coins up safely. There's not people to hit you. You get some good items. You stack them up. Let's say a golden mushroom and a bullet, or if you get a shock or something of the sorts. You do that until near the end of the race, and then you take shortcuts and you pass everyone. And the goal is to make a comeback, pretty much. And I don't have a big issue with bagging. I like bagging tracks, but I like having the option of, ooh, bagging here could be good, or ooh, front running here could be good. But on intermission tracks, it's just bagging. There is no reason to front run. It is totally way too risky to front run. There's so many wide open areas on the intermission tracks that if you get like a golden mushroom or a triple mushroom, you can just skip past everyone by going in the off-road, and you just cut from like 20th place to first, because everyone's bunched up together, and since you're the only one who took this wide open shortcut, you're in first place now. Oftentimes with a mushroom. And saying all that is without even saying that most of these intermission tracks are just straight up boring. I mean, like, look, does this look like something you want to play over and over again for hours? Because to me, I'm sorry, I don't have the will to do this over and over again for hours. So for me, what does that mean? Will I still be playing worldwides frequently, or will I be taking a break and waiting to see what Nintendo does? I will probably still play a little bit of worldwides, mainly for testing, trying to figure out the probability, what the real odds of us getting a regular track is compared to the intermissions on random. Which is going to be hard because a lot of people have already given up and they're basically just voting for one of the 3 intermissions anyways, because they're like, well, I'm going to get it anyways. And that's another one of my issues too, is it's random. You're hitting random. If it was a random intermission, it would be a little different, but I would say 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, when you click random and it gives you an intermission, it is one of the 3 intermissions that was on the track selection. So it's not even random. It just chooses one of the 3 that you had to choose from regardless. Random has always been, if you don't like one of the 3 races, you get a random race that's not those 3. Now, it is where either A, you do get a random race that's a 3-lap race, or you get one of the 3 races regardless that you already had to pick from. That's not random. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on the changes. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I would love to have opinions of one another to bounce off of. And maybe we can go ahead and get a better understanding of why some of you guys might like the intermissions more than I do, and then vice versa. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And y'all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.